Imagine waking up, bleary-eyed, reaching for your phone. You crave that morning hit of memes and gaming chatter on Discord. But wait, something's wrong. The app? Gone. Your friends list? Empty. It's like Discord vanished into thin air. That's precisely what millions in Russia and Turkey experienced on October 9th, 2024. Poof! No more Discord. Just confusion, frustration, and a creeping sense of, here we go again. So why the sudden blackout? Both governments had their reasons, delivered with straight faces and vague language. Russia, ever the champion of cybersecurity, claimed Discord facilitated the spread of illegal content and posed a threat to national security. Turkey, meanwhile, donned its concerned parent hat, expressing worries about Discord's use for cyberbullying and its potential to expose children to harmful content. Sounds plausible, right? Except, maybe, not really. Let's talk about Russia. This isn't their first rodeo in the digital arena. They've got a greatest hits album of blocked websites and banned platforms longer than a Tolstoy novel. Remember LinkedIn? Banned. How about Telegram? Almost banned, but now back in the Kremlin's good graces, for now. The pattern is clear. Any platform that allows for free expression, especially criticism of the government, risks getting the boot. Here's the thing about Discord. It's encrypted. That means those private messages about, say, organizing a protest or exposing government corruption, they're a lot harder for prying eyes to see. And that makes Discord incredibly valuable for activists, journalists, and anyone else in Russia who values privacy and free speech. So when Russia cries national security, it's hard not to hear silencing dissent. Turkey's tight grip on social media, from Twitter bans to Discord. Now, on to Turkey. This country has a long history of stringent control over digital platforms and online communication. They've also got a bit of a reputation when it comes to controlling online narratives. The Turkish government has been known to impose strict regulations and even outright bans on various social media platforms to maintain their grip on information. Remember the Gezi Park protests? Back in 2013, these protests were a significant moment in Turkey's recent history. They started as a small environmental protest, but quickly grew into a nationwide movement against the government's policies. Or the attempted coup in 2016. This was another critical event where the government took drastic measures to control the narrative. During the coup attempt, the government shut down social media platforms to prevent the spread of information and to maintain control over the situation. Both events saw widespread social media blackouts as the government scrambled to control the flow of information. These blackouts were not just about stopping the spread of news, but also about preventing people from organizing and mobilizing against the government. Discord, with its popularity among young people and its potential for organizing, was likely seen as a similar threat. The platform allows for real-time communication and coordination, which can be powerful tools for protesters and activists. As a result, the Turkish government has kept a close eye on such platforms, ready to impose restrictions whenever they feel their control is threatened. This ongoing battle between the government and social media users highlights the tension between state control and the desire for free expression and communication in Turkey. Young, connected, and censored, Turkish youth fight for digital space. Here's the thing about Turkey's youth. They're incredibly tech-savvy. Growing up in a digital age, they've mastered the art of navigating the internet, using it as a tool for education, entertainment, and social interaction. They are not just passive consumers of technology. They are active participants, creating content, coding, and engaging in various tech activities. They've grown up with the internet, and they're used to expressing themselves freely online. Social media platforms have become their stage, where they share their thoughts, showcase their talents, and connect with a global audience. This digital space has given them a voice, a sense of identity, and a community where they belong. Discord, for many, wasn't just a gaming app, it was a lifeline to the outside world. It provided a safe space where they could communicate without fear of judgment, share their interests, and build meaningful relationships. For some, it was a place to escape the pressures of daily life and find solace in like-minded communities. A place to connect with like-minded people, to share ideas, and to find support. These online communities became a second home, where friendships were formed and support systems were built. It was a place where they could be themselves, free from societal expectations and restrictions. A tool to organize for social change. Through these digital platforms, they could mobilize, raise awareness, and advocate for the issues they cared about. Whether it was organizing protests, planning community activities, or discussing social issues, technology empowered them to make a difference. By banning Discord, Turkey risks further alienating a generation already questioning the limits of their freedom. This move could stifle their creativity, limit their opportunities for connection, and suppress their voices. The youth are fighting for their digital space, a space where they can express themselves, connect with others, and drive social change. The question remains, will their voices be heard, or will they be silenced in the digital age? The splinternet spreads, digital authoritarianism on the rise. Sadly, Russia and Turkey aren't alone in their quest to control the internet. From China's Great Firewall to Iran's internet shutdowns, we're witnessing the rise of digital authoritarianism around the world. Governments are realizing that controlling the flow of information is key to maintaining power, and they're willing to go to extreme lengths to do it. Welcome to the splinternet, folks. It's not a fun place to be. China's Great Firewall and India's internet blackouts, a global trend. China, the reigning champion of internet censorship, has perfected the art of the splinternet with its Great Firewall. They've created a digital ecosystem all their own, complete with homegrown social media platforms and heavily censored versions of Western websites. Meanwhile, India has earned the dubious distinction of being the world's leading internet shutdown enthusiast, frequently cutting off access to entire regions under the guise of maintaining order. The social media dilemma. Comply or resist. So, where does this leave the social media giants caught in the crossfire? They're facing an increasingly impossible choice: comply with authoritarian demands and sacrifice their principles, or stand up for free speech and risk getting blocked entirely. It's a lose-lose situation, and there are no easy answers. Do they prioritize profits over people, or do they take a stand and risk losing access to millions of users? The price of silence. What happens when companies choose compliance? Here's the problem with compliance. It sets a dangerous precedent. When companies cave to censorship demands, they embolden authoritarian regimes and erode digital freedoms for everyone. It creates a chilling effect, making other platforms more likely to self-censor to avoid similar crackdowns. The price of silence, in the long run, might be far greater than the cost of resistance. A fragmented future. Can we save the internet from itself? The internet, once hailed as a tool for democratization and connection, is at a crossroads. It has transformed our lives in countless ways, from how we communicate to how we access information. But with these advancements come significant challenges. Will it continue to fragment into a series of tightly controlled digital fiefdoms? Governments and corporations are increasingly exerting control over the digital landscape, creating barriers that threaten the free flow of information. Or can we find a way to preserve its original promise of openness, freedom, and global community? The internet was envisioned as a borderless space where ideas could be shared freely, fostering innovation and understanding across cultures. The answer, unfortunately, is far from clear. The forces pulling the internet in different directions are powerful and complex. On one hand, there are those who advocate for a free and open internet, while on the other, there are those who seek to control and restrict it for various reasons, including security and profit. One thing's for sure, though: the fight for the future of the internet is a fight for the future of our freedoms. As users, we must stay informed and engaged, advocating for policies that protect our digital rights. The choices we make today will shape the internet of tomorrow, determining whether it remains a tool for empowerment or becomes a mechanism of control. The stakes are high and the outcome is uncertain, but with collective effort and vigilance, we can strive to ensure that the internet remains a space for free expression, innovation, and global connection. The journey ahead is challenging, but the potential rewards are immense. Together, we can work towards an internet that truly serves the interests of all humanity, preserving its core values and ensuring it remains a force for good in the world. Thanks for watching this deep dive into the Discord ban in Russia and Turkey. If you found this breakdown insightful, hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think these bans are justified, or are they just an excuse for governments to control the narrative? Let us know, and don't forget to share this video with others who care about the future of the internet.